Hello, my name is Mrs. Mizak, and I'm one of the 7th grade English Language Arts teachers for Cyber. So I want to talk about a couple quick books. So in honor of Native American Heritage Month, I wanted to talk about Code Talker by Joseph Brookcock. So this book takes place during World War II, and it's about the Navajo code talkers. So our main character, Ned, is a young man who grows up on the reservation, and he ends up joining the U.S. Marines and fighting in the Pacific Ocean for World War II, and he fights as a code talker. So the Navajo code talkers were individuals who used code over the radios to communicate during the war, but they didn't actually use a code. They used their own language, the Navajo language. Therefore, it was unbreakable because it was an actual language, not a code. So this book is great for those who are interested in Native American culture, as well as historical fiction and World War II. It goes through a lot of the battles that took place in the Pacific, so there's a great learning experience there as well. Sticking with World War II, I wanted to talk about Project 1065 by Alan Gratz. So Project 1065 is set in Nazi Germany, and it's about a young man named Michael whose parents are the Irish ambassadors to Nazi Germany. However, they are spies. So Michael ends up joining the Hitler Youth at one point. There is a fighter pilot shot down that they have to hide. It's very suspenseful, very much a thriller. Talking about what it was like to live in Nazi Germany during World War II, especially if you were a spy. And if you've not heard of Alan Gratz, I highly, highly recommend Alan Gratz. He has a lot of really excellent young adult novels. He's written a bunch about World War II. He also has just published last year, 2 years ago, a book called Ground Zero about 9/11. And then I just want to end, since we're just coming off of October and Spooky Month, about some murder mysteries that are very popular right now among middle school students. They're actually so popular I don't even have the first book to show you. So One of Us is Next by Karen McManus is the sequel to One of Us is Lying. And my copy of One of Us is Lying is loaned out to a student at the moment, and so are all the other copies in the building. So these books are about teenagers. They're most in high school, and a murder takes place, and these teenagers end up involved and end up trying to solve the murder mystery. Another one by Karen McManus that was pretty great is Two Can Keep a Secret. And so it's the same idea. It's another murder mystery. That it's not the same characters as One of Us is Lying and One of Us is Next. These are some of the same characters because this is a sequel, whereas this is a different book, standalone book. But same thing. They're very exciting thrillers and a little bit suspenseful, and they're pretty popular right now with students. So happy reading, everybody.